Hey folks, I just wanted to get on here and make a video about a simple solar setup that you can make, and not very expensive, and it'll save you a lot of money. But the best part is when the power goes down, the grid goes down, you still got power, you still got lights, you still got TV. I've used mine to even power my propane monitor heater. So when the power's been down, after Hurricane Helene, we didn't have power for a while, and it really saved my life and a lot of my animals' lives, because that building's full of reptiles, and that building out there is full of reptiles. And I got another building, another part of my property, that's got reptiles. So I'm going to show you the one though on my house. This is the setup on my house, and so this is only 6 100-watt poly panels, and from Renogy, and it's a pretty simple setup. You know, they're all, the wires kind of jump down to, you just got 2 main ones coming out of there, and then so then you run those wires inside in here. And so I want to show you what I did when I put the walls and everything in this house. I put in black outlets for solar and white outlets for the grid. So all the black outlets are pretty much for my lighting, small appliances, TV, stereo, all that kind of stuff. Like you can see, I got one up here for my TV, and then I got white outlets on my walls and stuff. So and also all these lights, all these ceiling lights are powered by solar. So here's the inside part. You got these wires coming in, right? And they go to a charge controller. Now when you get to hooking your solar setup up first, make sure you hook the charge controller to some batteries before you hook the panels into the charge controller. You can mess your charge controller up. So it's basically pretty simple. You got the charge controller, and then, which keeps your batteries from overheating. It dissipates, if your batteries are full, it dissipates that extra power coming in. And then that goes down to the battery bank, which my battery bank is 5 12-volt gel batteries. We'll probably upgrade to some other type of batteries sometime, maybe 5 years from now or so, whenever these start not performing properly. And then I've got a 3,000-watt pure sine wave inverter. Make sure you get a pure sine wave inverter, because modern electronics don't like to jive with a non-pure sine wave inverter. Like your LED lights and stuff like that won't work that well with it. Alright, and here's the charge controller again, and then it's got this meter, and this meter tells me what percentage I'm at on my batteries. And usually in the middle of the day, it just sits at 100%. It'll fluctuate down to like 98, 99, but it pretty much stays up there. I've got my panels pointed at, I believe, 240 degrees southwest. For those of you who might want that information. And here's a outlet that's on the grid, that if I want to work on the solar system or something, and I want all those black outlets in there still working, I can just unplug right here from this inverter and plug right into that white outlet. Now that white outlet, this wire coming out of the inverter here, this one that's plugged in here, is hooked into this breaker box, which I've just got 3 breakers. One's for my bedroom, one's for the living room, and one's for the ceiling lights. And you don't have to do it this way. They sell other forms of breakers for solar setups that are like 20 bucks, and pretty simple hookup. But that's about it, and it really has helped me a lot. With my reptiles, I pretty much power all their lights and their heat mats and stuff with the solar. So it saves me money on a daily basis that way. And then in my house, you know, all my TV, lights, all that stuff is on solar. And then, you know, in cases of emergency, if the power goes out, I'm pretty fine. I mean, during Hurricane Helene, the weather was really bad and cloudy and nasty for days, and I never went without power. Never went without, you know, I had TV, I had everything I needed. So, anyways, hope that helps somebody. Y'all have a great day.